So, hope everyone you have installed the software called Tableau, which we have discussed earlier, right. So, you can install the student edition, but still we have to get the license to get connected with your database, right. So, MySQL database and other database you want to connect, for that features are not enabled because it is a student edition. We can get it. I will tell you the method later on. As of now, first we will practice the basic of data visualization. Okay. So, what you are going to do, the first thing is very important that you should have data sets. So, as I mentioned earlier that this lab is entirely hands on session. As much you do the practice, you are going to learn. So, if you do not practice, you will, if you are not going to explore in deeper, you will not have any idea how the functionality is going to work. Okay. So, hope you remember even in database you have done like you have some salary table and you want to count the highest salary, or you want to aggregate the salary, or you want summation of the salary, right. So, if you want those things, so you have to write the query, but here there is no query, there is just like a button click application that you have to select the correct menu option and you are going to do. So, that is what this first 4 experiment we talk about, only what is the workspace, what is the term we are going to use, and what are the basic functionality we have on Tableau. So, that is what second which I discussed, that no, we should have like license version, then only you will get the option enabled for your several database connection, right, and different types of table join, we will see that later on. So, as of now what we are going to do, so we are going to take a look on the workspace. So, you open your Tableau software. So, this is the workspace, that means here it is just this is just you have file menu, data menu and help. So, only 3 options will be enabled in the beginning. So, until you do not import your data set, nothing you can explore in depth. So, first priority is there, you should have data sets. So, if you do not have data sets, you cannot do anything. So, you can see that as I mentioned, like in workspace you have first like connect. So, connect what? Using the file. So, we have the several file like Microsoft Excel, text, JSON file, Microsoft Access, PDF, spatial file, then a statistical file, and you have the option called to the server. When you click on more option, then you will find out you have the different 3 connectors available in this by default, that is nothing Google Drive, OData and your web data connector. Okay. But we do not have more options here. So, once we get the license key for the 1 year for the student edition, you will be getting. So, you can use that. So, now what I have to do? I have to get the Microsoft Excel data sets, right. So, how to get? As I clearly mentioned in previously that there are 2 different websites. One is called Kaggle, Kaggle, or even you can go with the Tableau website, even you can download. So, one is the Kaggle. I will open this Kaggle website first. I will just show you that. Okay. So, this is the Kaggle website where you have the large data sets, right. So, just you can explore on later on. You can see on the top you have the second option called data sets. When you click on data sets, you will get several categories of data sets, whatever the types of data set you want. So, you can take here, see even you have Uber data analytics dashboard, right. You have multilingual mobile app review data sets, right. A student stress monitoring data sets. So, all the data sets are available here, right. You can use any data set, you can search also data sets and you can get it. Another one which I said about the Tableau, you go to the Tableau, okay, and on Tableau website even if you are like you have to go and search. If you know exact menu, well and good, otherwise you come to the software and just you just click on home. You can see on the right hand side you have option called watch how to do and explore simple data sets. So, once you click on this, automatically it will take you to the site, right. So, it will take you to the data sets and you can see that there are various simple data sets are there. You can use any category whichever you want. So, let us download, like suppose I want a superstore sales data sets. So, you just click on the link which is given here, data set XLS, that is Microsoft Excel format. So, click on that, automatically it will start downloading now. Okay. Once it is downloaded, you can see that sample superstore 2, because already I have downloaded earlier. So, that is why it is showing 2. Now, you come to the your Tableau software, okay, and then you click on this Microsoft Excel. So, once you click on Microsoft Excel, it will ask you where is the source of the your Excel file. So, I should select. So, you can see that by default I have here download. So, I will select that and I will click on open. The moment you click open, it will download all the tables, right. So, generally if you open any database, so what are the their database? Database is the main name. Inside the database, what are the things are there? Tables, right. So, you can create multiple tables, right. So, I will just open this now Excel sheet what I have downloaded. Okay. So, you can see here this is the data sets and at the bottom you can see that I have order, return and people. These are the called as sheet, right. So, in database that is called table, here it is called as sheet. So, one sheet is for orders. So, whatever the order details, when you are purchasing anything from online, you are thinking very simple, okay, just add to cart, the quantity, address, make payment, finish, done. No, there are so many other details it is going to fill into the database. You can see we have order ID, we have, so every order will be there the order ID, then order date, shipping date, ship mode, right. So, you will be selecting, right, which date, even if you can choose that shipping date, right. Shipping mode how you want cash on delivery, right. So, or you will make the payment, what method. So, every customer when you create the profile on any portal, you will be having a customer ID, either you create account on Facebook, Instagram, they have unique ID number. What username is giving, apart from that there is a separate user ID number will be there. Then similarly customer name, segment, what type, which country, which city, state, you will be filling the address, right, entire details you will be filling, right. So, similarly country, city, state, postal code, region, which product you are ordering, that product ID, that product comes into which category, then what is the subcategory of that product, what is the product name, what is the sales price, how much quantity you have ordered, how much, what any discount is there or not, right, and then how much they made profit, that will be there only visible to the store owner, that means those who provide the service. So, it is available only for them. So, this entire details, it will be the first row what I am using here. Hope you remember in database, in database it was called as attributes, right. You will be writing, right, create table in bracket name varchar, the same way that is here name, customer name, shipping date, everything. So, here the first column head, right, that is the your attribute, using that you are going to identify. Okay. So, this is the basic data. You want to filter based on that, generally what we do in Excel. So, if you have practiced Excel, then well and good. If you have not, because Excel is very good utility to enable many microservices. You can write even checking biggest of 2 number, that also you can do that. You want summation of the 1000 column, that also you can do that, right. So, it's all based on practice. If you practice, then only you will get to know that, and mostly the company, those who uses, like they have the analytics, they want to analysis of their product, review everything they want to analyze, they keep the data either in form of Excel or either they will use some tools to visualize, right. So, here I have Excel as of now. So, you can see, right, I have here. So, generally what I want to filter based on country. Suppose I want to choose the different country which order has come. So, what you have to do, if you go to the Excel utility and you can see on the right hand side, you have something called as on the top of right, you can see that sort and filter. Click on that and you have to enable this filter option, right. So, the moment you enable filter, you will be able to see that here we have the like drop down option. That means, it is clearly indicate that I can filter based on whatever I want. So, I can see that I have country, I will click on country and you can see that the order is only from one country, that is United States. So, I can't filter this, right. So, what I will do, I will filter based on the quantity. So, I can filter based on quantity, who has ordered maximum product, right, maximum quantity. So, it will display directly here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, maximum someone has ordered 14. So, I will uncheck this, right. Now, all will disable and only it will be enable whichever you are going to select. So, I will select 14 and I will click OK. So, now you can see that even quantity 14, so many people has ordered. Now, see only this much. Now, how to count how many total are there, how many total customer are there, either there is no option to see that, right. So, you can see that nothing is at the bottom, it is visible. So, what you do, just you select anything, just any column, right, just select that, and the moment you select and come to the bottom, you can see that at the bottom it will say average is 14, count is 29 and total summation of this is 406. So, like this way you can apply the filter, right. So, even if you see in your syllabus part, they have mentioned that to apply the filter, right, see action filter. So, same way you are going to apply in the software called Tableau, that is tools you are going to implement there and you have to learn. So, this is the way that, so you can explore that. So, there are other thing also, however you want to filter based on date, you want to filter based on like customer name or something, customer ID, but you should know that, right, or based on postal code. Suppose someone has ordered only this area pin code, whatever the pin code 60, what is the pin code of this area? 506 560 107, right. So, I want to see that how many order has been created only this area. If I have that pin code, I can check it out and I can get to know that, okay, in this area what product is getting sold, right. So, what are the types of product is getting sold in this area, I will analyze and I will push only those kind of product into this area, right. Okay. So, like this. So, we have several features here, right. Still you have not used Excel sheet. If you start using, you will find out. Now, suppose here I want to make a graph only with this data, right. You maybe will be thinking why we are moving to the Tableau, why we are moving to the Power BI, why cannot we can use with the Excel only. Yes, it is possible, even you can build the graph with entire this data, even we can do this. So, how to do this? This every Excel, Microsoft Excel have the feature of making charts or graphs, you can do that. How you are going to do? You must select the entire data. Okay, I have selected the entire data, right. Now, you can explore the menu option. You can go and explore the menu option you have here, right. So, you can see that we have the several menu option, insert, drop, edit, formula, data, review, view, right. I have installed the other tools, so that is what it is coming, right. So, anyone having idea that how we can make a graph here in Excel? Pardon? I have selected. Where is the option? Insert. Okay. The moment, so that is what it is, what is mentioned, that you have to create a graph. So, it will not available on the layout here on the top. You have insert menu. In insert menu, you have several things, right. You have table, you have illustration, that means you want to add any like line and you want to draw anything, right. And you can see there is an option called charts. What kind of charts you want? Here it will give you recommended chart, even you have suggestion. Wait. So, you can see that on the top you have option called recommended charts, then you can see that these are the charts are there, even pivot charts are there. So, all based on your usage, how you are going to extract the data, it is totally your practice. So, we cannot say that no, you use only this chart, it is useful. If you want, how you want to visualize the data, how you want to assume, how you want to showcase, it is totally in the user hand. So, as of now I will say that I will select anything. So, just let me click on this. So, this is your column or bar chart, column chart or bar chart. Even same way you will find into the software Tableau, I will show you. So, I want to make this, right. So, what I will do, I will just click this. So, when you click on the arrow mark, you have the several options. You want 2D, you want 3D, you want 2D bar like this, you want like this, and more column charts are there. So, let us go with the by default 2D. You can practice more in details later on. You can see that the moment I click 2D, you can see that the entire details has come, but it is merged because of the size. So, what you can do, you can just okay. So, even I will cut this one, okay, wait, I will cut this, and now you can see that it is ready. Okay. So, now you can see that as I mentioned, it is what are the data in 2D, and even at the bottom it is showing the color, what are the items are there. So, sales, quantity, discount, profit, and all data will be fit into that. So, like this way you can use any kind of charts. Even if you want bar chart, you just click on that, the bar chart will be created, you can see here. So, 14 was there. So, all 14 customer, those who have ordered 14, so all their details it is here. Like this way you can create the charts. There are better way. So, based on filter, whatever you are going to implement, right. So, you have to practice this. This is also in Excel, it is available, even in PowerPoint. When you are going to present your mini project, your final year project, then you have to showcase with your data sets, you are analyzing your visualization, then you have to select the tools whichever you like, you can prefer that. Okay. Clear guys? Clear? I will delete now. Suppose now I want to know that this is the total profit, right. I want to know the total profit is how much total profit. How to calculate? So, in Excel sheet I am talking. I want to know the total profit, how much made for this product, how you are going to calculate? Either if you select also, okay, I am going to select first. There are various methods, it is not only one method is there, I have selected all this. Now, even if you come at bottom, as I mentioned, right, if you come at the bottom, it will give you the summation value, the total 29 count and total amount is 2724. This is to just, it will show after selection. Okay, same still it is taking, because we have filter, right, it will not calculate. You have to give separate, you have to apply the formula, I want only for these rows, then only summation value it will come. Okay. Clear? Clear guys? So, like this you can apply. So, what we are applying here, see, as I said, right, I want to count, right. So, quantity, total quantity, right. So, same way I want to see that how much total quantity was ordered, right. So, select all. Okay. Okay. Now, what I will do, come to the top, select this quantity table. Okay. Now, you can see that the count is 9995 total product was sold. So, this count I want to reflect, right. So, either you can do the summation, right. Same way this I want into the your tools, using some tools. So, there are so many features, I want some design, some different colors, some filter, everything I want to apply. So, that is why they build a software or tools, which is first one we are going to talk about, Tableau. Clear? Clear, guys? I hope there is should be no doubt in this. So, you have to practice. Okay? Okay. So, now same way I have added and I have the tables. So, the moment you import any data sets, it will not show anything. Only in the left hand side, it is going to show you that you have orders, people and returns. These are the sheet data it will display, as I have shown you that in this sheet. So, if you go at bottom, you can see order, return. So, in return, which are the customer, that means who have returned that, what is the order ID that will display, and what are the who and all people are there, that people name will display, right. So, these are the data we have. Now, same thing we have to explore here. So, now I have order, right. I want to see that, right. So, how to see that? And at bottom you can see that you have the option called data source, that means your data sets. So, data source is what? This is the data source. From here I am going to take the data. Okay. Then you have the sheet, right, sheet 1. You can, if you click on that, it will show you the empty, because nothing we have still clicked, or drag drop it is called as, right. Then you have others, you want to add any additional worksheet, you can add it. You want any new dashboard to prepare, so new story to be prepared. So, this all we have to do by ourselves. So, as of now, just think that okay, nothing we have done so far. I have now next step, I have to implement everything. So, that is what, even if you look at the syllabus part, even in the syllabus part, you have option like you can see that adding filters, formatting charts, calculating fields and defining the parameters. Now, so see that storytelling, right, just now we saw that story, right. Same way, that is called as on dashboard, what are the component and how you can place the item, that means your data sets on the worksheet. So, that what you are looking there, that is actually called as container, and you are going to add those things. So, action filter and it types. So, in practice we will complete everything. Might be you will think we cannot go with the serial order what it is mentioned there, because we have to practice and we have to learn and it will get over. So, just remember whatever the practice we are doing, note it down in manual, your lab, that means observation, and accordingly when we go to the experiment number 9, then we have to implement all this whatever you have learned. Okay. So, now let us go to the Tableau. Now, I will go back to the data source. So, now data source is there. So, now how I have to see the data, that means on my container, on worksheet, right. So, this is your area, there you can drag and drop your data model, that means your data sets, right. So, you have to select any table whichever you want. I will select this and just drop on the right hand side, drag and drop. The moment you do the right and drag and drop, it will nothing show you on the top, it will just show the table order has come. And even you have the option called drop down here, you can see that you want to open that rename, you want to remove, you want to field name are in first row. So, what happens sometimes in your data sets first row will be not there, then what you are going to do? So, you have to apply, there is a different technique that I will teach you. So, first row now, because first row is my attributes, right. So, that is what it is asking, that field name are in first row only. So, let it be there, do not change anything by default as of now, let it be there. Okay. Even you can see the plus option here. So, when you click on plus, that means it is for joining the two table, right. So, if I click, see, nothing is happening, right. So, it is coming to the back to the table and again convert to union anything. Okay. Okay. Clear, guys? Clear so far? Now, the moment you drag and drop the attribute, or it is called a sheet, that is a table, sorry, table or sheet, it will come. If you look at the bottom, you will be able to see that in the first area on the left hand side, you have called field name. So, what are the field? So, I have row ID, order date, ship date, customer ID, all the details, whatever just we were looking at the Excel sheet, the same thing, all data will come. And you can see that left hand side you have the type. Type means what type of data it is. Hope you remember, even in database, while creating the table, you used to give the, if name is there, name will be what type? Varchar, right. So, same way date will be what type? Date, right. So, similarly, you can see here on the left hand side. So, it is hash unique identification number, right, unique ID, that is what they have used with the ID. Then it is ABC, that means it is a varchar. You can see the date symbol, right, calendar symbol, that means it is the date. This is also date. Okay. Now, like this you have all the dates. One thing is very important in your data visualization tools, either it is a Power BI or either it is a Tableau, the map is also one of the data type, country map. So, you can see that even type it is coming map. So, we have here map, you can see that state, city, everything coming map, it is not coming varchar. This is one changes is there in the tools, remaining all are same. So, whichever the unique sales amount, that is number, you can keep it the number hash with the hash, right. So, all the details are here. On the right hand side, you can see here you have the order and order ID. So, all similarly it is visible here, right. Now, all the tables same what we were looking in the Excel sheet, now all the tables will be here, make it now. Okay, clear, guys. So, now you can see here, have a look here, now you can see here we have the same way filter, automatically that filter icon is enabled over here, you can see on the top, right. So, all the items your, that means all the attributes, your column head, the data are there, and you can see on the top I have 100 rows. So, now it is showing only 100 rows data. I want only 10 rows data, you just click on that and remove 10 and click enter, you can see that only 10 rows of data only it will display, it will not display more than that. But there what you used to do that, you have to filter, click that, select, filter the data, then only it is visible. But here once you type how many rows you want, it will only give you the result of only that much data, it will not give you more than that. If you want like 20, also just hit enter. Now, you can see that if I explore, see maximum 20 only it is showing, it is not, if I am not able to scroll down. So, these are the what? Filter, we are using the filter to explore the data. So, So, these are the tools. It is not clearly exactly it will be specified. Filter means only it should be filtered with the data sets. I am filtering only 10 rows, 20 rows. Even if you put 1000, let me put 500. Now, you see that all the 500 rows will be there. Exploring, okay, I have to click. You can see that, right. So, we have total 500 rows. This is one of the filter option. Now, as I said, we want the order to be filtered based on your quantity, discount, profit. Once you click on that, you can see that there is a several different option. You want to copy the value, you want to create the calculated field, groups, bins, that we will discuss later on. So, as of now, this is the data, right. Now, I want only with this data, I want a chart, right. So, how to do that? If you go at the bottom, right, now you click on sheet 1. The moment you click on sheet 1, now on the left hand side, you will be able to see that all the tables, whatever you have, it will be in the categories. And whatever the measurable items, like you can discount can be measured, date can you measure? No, right? Date can be measured? Date can be measured or not? No. So, that is why you can see that in measurable, discount, profit, quantity, sales, latitude, longitude, orders and measures value. And in the categories, what are the categories we had? All the categories will appear over here. And here you can see that you have something called filter, here you have page, here you can have the column and rows, right. Then you have marks, you want to change the color, size, text, right, other details, it is there. Now, on the right hand side, you can see that show me tab, which is enabled for the different types of charts or graph. You say that you have map also, it is there, right, world map is there, pie chart is there, right, bar chart is there, right. The different charts are there, whichever you want, you can use it based on the your requirement. Now, what I am going to do? So, I want some details, like suppose you want like let me check, city I will take, okay. I will take the city and drag here, okay. Now, you can see that the moment I drag and drop, automatically, because every city will what will be there? Latitude and longitude. So, whatever the attribute we have in the city, automatically it will be in the column and rows it will display. If you want to change, no, I want a different way, you can filter this also, whatever you can do that. As of now, just let it be there. So, practice we will learn. So, moment I will reduce, okay, I have changed this, okay. Summation. Now, in the summation, now you can see that when you drag and drop, automatically this sum value will appear. So, you can filter whichever you want based on your usage. I am just showing you the demo now. So, if you see here in summation, when you click on there sum data discount, you can see that we have something called as measure. Measure is nothing, hope you remember you had in database the function, right, you want to calculate. What is that called as? What is called as? When you want summation, average, median, count, aggregate function, right. So, same aggregate function here it is called as measure and you have to measure that. So, by default it is measure based on sum. I want to based on average. The moment you click, automatically you can see that graph will change, right. So, you can just play with this, you can change anything as of now, just change with median or count, see that count also, and when you click on that, see in the Excel we did not have that feature with the one click, we can only do this. You can do there, but you have to write some macros, you have to create different sheet to display, we can't change immediately, right. So, you have to write the macros for that, but here you see that I just chosen for count, I am counting that, right, discount price. That is, now whenever I click on the specialist city, it will show that the count of discount was 915 discount was given, and discount amount was 50, this is dollar. So, 51.4, and which city? That is the city. So, now you can display to your like company, when your client, when they come to discuss about the product, show me that, you can discuss, and this visualization will give them a good idea that how and where they have to market, or which product they have to sell more, which they have product they have to build, right. So, these are the visualization. It is not okay, nothing is used, it is very very important when you come into the especially product field. You all are using in my on laptop the different browser, right, Google Chrome. When we have Google Chrome, we can do everything. Why Microsoft Edge came, why Mozilla came, why Brave browser came. Now, people take the survey which user, because by default Google Chrome will be there, or Microsoft Edge will be there on every laptop, because it is Microsoft product, not Google product. So, that is why by default every laptop Microsoft. Now, I want to analyze which browser maximum user use which browser, what are the usage of which browser. So, now you can get the data set, filter and check which browser, you can build any unique feature, then you can use it like that. Got it? So, this is actually visualization. That is all for now. So, just drag and drop and play with the all different tools, nothing will happen, maximum data set will get corrupted, maximum your software will get corrupted, you can reinstall. So, now you just explore with this field, you keep changing the different here different charts. The moment you click, automatically it will get changed, because I have selected. Now, it is a small icon, how to increase, think now. Okay. So, as of now I have given you the basic, explore it, let me know if you face any difficulty. So, that is all for today. Thank you.